Well, now I have to go get a new one.
That's terrible!
Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a nap. Oh, hi. Where am I?
Just look behind you.
Ah!
Will this nonsense ever stop? I'm getting quite tired of it.
Who are you, Indiana Jones?
Nah, I'm Indiana Jokes.
And why are we being chased by a giant tire?
Haven't you seen it? The secret of tire making is lost. Tires are going bad everywhere.
Then we must go find the lost secret to tire making.
Are you entirely ready for this?
Does a green tire have no tread?
Excellent. Then it's time for the rubber to hit the road.
Hello, are you looking for the wizard?
Yeah. Can you get me some new tires?
Tires? Did you know that tires have over 200 components, but the main ones are carbon black, natural rubber, and synthetic rubber?
Cool. Which road do I take?
Oh, any all roads lead to Goodyear.
Okay. Wait, one more thing. Where am I?
Oh, well, you're in Kansas.
Where am I now? This day keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Well, you'll be in the Mushroom Kingdom.
Great. Just great. You wouldn't happen to know the lost secret of tire making, would you?
Well, as shown by Goodyear, you have to have a perfect mix of both speed and heat to properly combine your components. This way, you have a steady combination of the tire elements.
How do you know that? I thought no one knew.
Well, I'm a Mario. I know everything.
Ho, ho, ho. Mrs. Claus?
Yes, dear.
Would you kindly get my remote to my cookie conveyor belt?
Fine, fine. You're always focused on your remote and that conveyor belt, which does not allow you enough time to make toys.
That's because I study conveyor belts at Goodyear factories to help make our fine toy tires.
Hello, Tyler.
How do you know my name?
Practically perfect people know a great deal of things, like how to make the strongest tires.
How do you do that?
The strongest tires, I prefer Goodyear myself, are made of the perfect amount of steel and rubber.
Hi, I'm Elmo. Today we're using drums, just like Goodyear uses drums to make tires.
Cookie like drums, be like drums.
Drums! Elmo's World!
Cruella de Vil, what do you want?
Not furs this time. You see, while I was researching these beautiful fur dyes, I came across 3 very important formulas used in tire production.
And why do I need to know this?
Because I needed someone to impart my vast knowledge upon, imbecile, or don't ask questions. Minions!
Hello! That's for you. Pataya! Puppy!
Once I was the learner. Now I am the master. The heating and expansion step is now complete. Never underestimate the force of a Goodyear tire.
This can't be happening.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Live long and prosper, human. Oh, hi. I overheard your conversation about tire creation, and we would be honored to share with you the most important and logical step in the tire creation process. Really? That's...
It is called vulcanization. The rubber is put in an environment of extreme pressure and heat. This makes the rubber strong and elastic so it can endure difficulties on the road.
Well, that's really...
Live long and prosper.
Oh look, it's Christopher Robin. Well, hello there, Christopher Robin.
Christopher Robin.
Well, it's about time. We're just about to roll out the tire.
Oh, dear, will it hurt?
No, silly. Tires made out of rubber, just like Tigger's.
I don't think it's gonna work. Actually, the final step in making a tire is the rolling out, which includes checking the tread depth. I'm getting quite tired of it. Because I needed someone to impart my vast knowledge upon, imbecile.
Pataya!
It was all a dream. At least now I know where to get my tires. I'm going to Goodyear.
Oh, little dear, he's leaving.
Oh, bother. Goodbye, Christopher Robin.
The first step is to release the raw materials used in a tire. 3 EV3 motors control pulleys which release the materials into a funnel.
The mixing step is triggered by the 3 components from the first step. They land on a switch, which turns on a motor and in turn runs wires to the next step.
The conveyor belt step transports the extruded rubber material. It is a motor-driven conveyor belt on a timed circuit. The conveyor belt is made of an inner tube connected by PVC pipes which allow the belt to roll.
A piece of rubber landing on a button triggers the motor that rotates the second conveyor belt, which moves a cotton weave material to trigger the next step.
The 3 formulas step is a 2-foot by 2-foot Plinko board. 3 golf balls, red, green, and blue, run down it and into a container to trigger the next step. This represents how 3 formulas are added to tires.
My step represents steel belts being covered in rubber. For my step, golf balls fall into a bucket, which triggers a lever, which releases a magnet. Another magnet is attached to another steel belt. The first magnet pushes the second and hits a domino, which pulls the string to release the blip.
The tire drum step simulates the formation of tire beads and the internal shape of the tire. A rat trap is connected to the drum, which is connected to a wooden dowel that knocks over the dominoes to trigger the next machine.
The sidewall step is triggered by dominoes from the inflation step. The dominoes fall on a rat trap, which does 2 things. It pulls out 2 cotter pins, popping off 2 caps, revealing a green tire. And it also pulls out a dowel, which drops away and through pulleys triggers the next step. The steel and rubber step represents how steel and rubber are added to tires to strengthen them. This is demonstrated between a race between 2 toy cars, representing Steel City, Pittsburgh, and Rubber City, Akron.
My step is triggered by a car that activates a sheet of metal which oozes a circuit. An air compressor inflates an inner tube that inside a tire. In the tire, there is a hole which has a stick that, when it pushed out, which triggers the next step.
My vulcanization step uses a weighted lid, which falls down and pulls a nail out of a can, releasing water from the can. This water goes into a scale, which triggers the final step.
The last step checks tread depth of a tire. Using mostly 3D printed parts that I designed using Google SketchUp, an arm powered by a DC motor comes down, a rod depresses into the tread, causing a variable resistor to change value. This causes a voltage to change accordingly, which is read by the Arduino. Here I used magnets to simulate the different tread depths. Depending upon how far the rod is pushed, the LED stoplight and a musical tone will reveal the correct level of bad, fair, or good.